Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about module number 4, that is underground cables. Here we are going to discuss about that problems on intersheath grading and dielectric stress in a single core cable. So previous video where we are discussing about the theoretical concept of intersheath grading. Now we are going to discuss problems on intersheath grading. Let us go through that problem number 1, that is a single core cable of conductor diameter 2 centimeter and lead sheath of diameter 5.3 centimeter is to be used on a 66 kV transmission line 3-phase system. Two intersheaths of diameter 3.1 centimeter and 4.2 centimeter are introduced between the core and lead sheath. If the maximum stress in the layers is the same, find the voltages on the intersheaths. So in the given problem they given here the value of small d is equal to 2 centimeter, that is conductor diameter. Then sheath 1 diameter they given like d1 is equal 3.1 centimeter, and sheath 2 diameter also they given like d2 is equal 4.2 centimeter, and the overall diameter they given that two intersheaths of diameters like capital D is equal to 5.3 centimeter in the given problem. That is lead sheath diameter they given 5.3 centimeter. Now here they given that line voltage, that is 66 kV. Now we are going to convert that 66 kV line voltage into phase voltage, like V is equal 66 divided by root 3, because they given it is a 66 kV transmission system. So we got 53.9 kilovolts. Now we are going to calculate that maximum stress value G1 maximum for first sheath. Therefore we know the formula G1 maximum is equal V1 divided by D by 2 into log of base E into D1 divided by D. Here we got G1 maximum is equal V1 divided by small d. Small d means 2 centimeter. 2 by 2 it becomes 1. 1 into log of base E into D1. D1 is nothing but 3.1 centimeter divided by D. Small d is nothing but 2. So after doing simplification, V1 divided by 1 into log of base E into 3.1 by 2. Here we got 2.28 V1. Similarly, we know the formula G2 maximum. The maximum stress again on the one more intersheath which is placed in the underground cable. There we know the formula V2 divided by D1 by 2 into log of base E into D2 divided by D1. So here we are going to substitute that D1. D1 is nothing but 3.1. So 3.1 divided by 2 into log of base E into D2. 4.2 divided by D1 3.1. So D1 by 2, that is nothing but 3.1 by 2. Here it becomes 1.55 into V2 divided by 1.55 into log of base E into 4.2 divided by 3.1. Here we got the answer like 2.12 V2. Similarly G3 maximum, that is equal V3 divided by D2 divided by 2 into log of base E into capital D divided by small d2. So again here we are going to substitute that all the values like V3 divided by 2.1 divided by 2. D2 here it is 4.2. 4.2 divided by 2 into log of base E into capital D value 5.3 divided by D2 4.2. So after doing simplification, like V3 divided by 2.1 into log of base E into 5.3 divided by 4.2, here we got the answer like 2.04 V3. Therefore, from the above three answers like G1 maximum, G2 maximum, G3 maximum, as the maximum stress in the three layers is same, because we got the answer like 2.28 V1, 2.12 V2, almost 2.04 V3, almost it is same. So I am going to equate that G1 maximum is equal, G2 maximum is equal, G3 maximum, like 2.28 V1 is equal, 2.12 V2 is equal, 2.04 V3. So first of all I want to calculate V2. So V2 is equal 2.28 V1 divided by 2.12. So here I got that 1.075 V1. So again I am going to equate that V1 and V3. So 2.28 V1 divided by 2.04, that is equal 1.117 V1. So now I am going to calculate the overall V, like V1 plus V2 plus V3 is equal V. So V1 we don't know, then we know V2 and V3. I am going to substitute V1 plus, in the place of V2 1.075 V1 plus, in the place of V3 1.117 V1. So V means we know that 53.9 kilovolts. So from here onwards I am going to calculate the unknown parameter like V1. Therefore V1 is equal 53.9 kilovolts divided by 3.192. Therefore here we got V1 is equal 16.88 kV. Similarly I know the formula V2 is equal 1.075 V1. I am going to substitute in the place of V1 like 16.88 kV. So here I got that V2, after doing simplification, V2 is equal 18.14 kV. So now I know that V1, V2 and V2. Now I am going to calculate that. Now I am going to calculate that initial core voltage, that is nothing but electrical stress which is faced by the first sheath, which is nearer to the core. So where we know the formula V minus V1. V means we know that 53.9 kilovolts minus V1 means 16.88 kilovolts. Therefore, the electrical stress which is experienced by the first sheath, which is very nearer to the core, that is 37.02 kilovolts. Similarly, the electrical stress on the second sheath. To find out that electrical stress on the second sheath, I am going to subtract that V1, V2 from capital V. So here capital V value is 53.9 minus 16.88 minus 18.14. Here we got the answer 18.88 kilovolts. Therefore, the electrical stress and at the second sheath like 18.88 kilovolts. Thank you. And again here we are going to discuss that one more topic called dielectric stress in a single core cable. The dielectric stress in a single core cable, now we are going to discuss this one. So to discuss about the dielectric stress in a single core cable, so let us go through the following figure here. In this figure I am going to show that small d by 2 is nothing but radius of the core or conductor, and capital D by 2 is nothing but the overall radius of the conductor right from the center of the conductor, and epsilon r is nothing but relative permittivity of the given conductor. If you go through that electrical stress, the core of the conductor offers that high electrical stress which is represented as G maximum in the y-axis. And while you look at the same electrical stress for the insulating media, that becomes somewhat less compared to that first layer which is very nearer to the, our first layer, that is nothing but core of the conductor. So it is linearly decreases. So that's why it is minimum value at here. Now there are two types of electrical stress. One electrical stress is maximum electrical stress which has been experienced by the conductor, and minimum electrical stress which is experienced by the insulating media at here. So to find out that the formula for both the maximum electrical stress and to the minimum electrical stress, let us consider a single core cable with core diameter of small d and internal sheath diameter as capital D, which is shown at this figure, and the relative permittivity which is represented mathematically as epsilon r, that depends upon that type of the insulating media which is taken into account in this dielectric stress of a single core cable. Now to find out that electrical stress on the single core cable, we know the formula Ex is equal Q divided by 2 pi epsilon naught into epsilon r into x of volts per meter. So according to the definition of electrical intensity, which is equal to the potential gradient, therefore the potential gradient which is mathematically represented small g at a point x meters from the center of the cable, because a leakage current which has been leakage from the center of the cable to the outside of the surface area of the conductor. While it is leaking in such a level, therefore the amount of work done which has been done has to move a charge like Q from the core of the conductor to the outer surface area of the conductor P, which is mathematically represented as a formula G is equal Q divided by 2 pi epsilon naught into epsilon r into small x volts per meter, where V is nothing but potential difference which has been existed between the conductor potential to the earth potential. Therefore, here G is equal Ex, that is nothing but the electrical stress is equal to electrical intensity. Therefore, we can write the formula V is equal Q divided by 2 pi epsilon naught into epsilon r of x log of base E into capital D divided by small d volts. Therefore, from here Q is equal 2 pi epsilon naught into epsilon r into x V divided by log of base E into capital D divided by small d. Now I am going to substitute the above equation Q in equation G. We get G equation is here, that is G is equal Q divided by 2 pi epsilon naught into epsilon r of x into V. So now I am going to substitute here. I may get G is equal, in the place of Q I am substituting that the value of Q what we get right now. Therefore G is equal 2 pi epsilon naught into epsilon r of V divided by log of base E into capital D divided by small d divided by 2 pi epsilon naught into epsilon r of x. So at here 2 pi epsilon naught into epsilon r, 2 pi epsilon into epsilon r both are get cancelled. The remaining equation can become as capital V divided by log of base E into capital D divided by small d divided by x. Again by simplification here we get log of base E into capital D divided by small d divided by x into log of base E into capital D divided by small d, because after simplification this is the answer what we got at here. And next from this formula, that is nothing but G is equal log of base E into capital D divided by small d divided by small x into log of base E into capital D divided by small d volts per meter. From this formula it is clear that potential gradient varies inversely as the distance x. So potential gradient, that is nothing but electrical stress which is inversely proportional to the distance of x, where the current which is leaking from the core of the conductor to the outer surface area of the conductor, and it is x is nothing but radius of the conductor where the leakage current has been takes place. There we can write the formula x is equal d by 2. On the other hand, potential gradient will be maximum at x is equal capital D by 2 or at sheath surface. So we can write the formula x is equal small d by 2 and x is equal capital D by 2. So now I am going to substitute that x is equal small d by 2 in the above equation. There I can define the formula for maximum potential gradient or maximum electrical stress. G maximum is equal to V divided by small d into log of base E into capital D divided by small d. So if I am going to substitute that small x is equal capital D by 2, then the minimum electrical stress, where we can define the formula, that is G minimum is equal to V divided by capital D into log of base E into capital D divided by small d. So the ratio of G maximum to G minimum after doing the simplification of these two values, here we got the overall formula, that is capital D divided by small d. That is here this denominator equation again we can written as like this. Here 2V get cancelled. The remaining equation, that is capital D divided by small d. Therefore, from the above figure here we can conclude that it is clear that dielectric stress is maximum at the conductor surface and it is minimum which is nearer to the conductor. For instance of the cable which is operated as like a voltage, the maximum stress is like 5 kilovolts per millimeter, and the insulation must have a dielectric strength of at least 5 kilovolts per millimeter. Otherwise breakdown of the cable may take place. It results to various things. Therefore maximum electrical stress may take down where the conductor is very nearer to the insulating media, and minimum electrical stress may take place where at the outer surface area of the conductor or after crossing of that metallic sheath or lead sheath. Thank you.